This is Developing Stories. My name is Remy Allen. Towards ensuring financial accountability and transparency at the local government level, the Ondo State House of Assembly has called for the presentation of financial allocation of the 18 local governments in the state for the last 6 months. The House, at a plenary presided over by the Speaker, Olamide Oladiji, said the House would continue to ensure that public funds are properly appropriated. House of Assembly correspondent Omoshiliola Adesoya Jayi now reports.
The need to ensure financial accountability at the local government level for sustainable economic growth at the grassroots took center stage during the plenary. The Speaker, Olamide Oladiji, said the move was part of efforts to enforce transparency and responsible governance in the management of public funds and promote financial accountability within the state's local government system.
People are complaining here and there that money is not being dispersed, that there is hardship, being power, and all that. And not that they are not giving them money.
Oladiji, who stressed the Assembly's commitment to ensuring that local governments are run with the highest standards of transparency, expressed determination of the hallowed chamber to ensure that public funds are used effectively to bring about meaningful development in rural communities.
It's part of the oversight function of the House of Assembly. We must be able to see what they are doing there, and before now, we are the one that is appropriating money for them. And if we are appropriating money for them, we should be able to check how the money that we appropriate for them is being spent.
Some of the lawmakers agreed that the heads of local government administration must provide a detailed account of how they have utilized the funds allocated to them, particularly in executing developmental projects. Others noted that the move is essential for building public trust. Thereafter, the Deputy Speaker, Prince Abayomi Akinrotan, moved a motion that all heads of local government administration appeared before the House to account for the management of public funds allocated to their respective council areas, and was seconded by a lawmaker representing Akoko North East constituency, Oluwatoyin Japheth.
Money is being sent to the local government, but this money, we need to know how this money is being spent. They need to come and give account. So Mr. Speaker, on these notes, I move that motion that some of these local government administration who have been in charge of this fund come and give account of how money is being spent in the last few months.
It's reaching like 2 weeks back, asking for the records of their expedition for the past, even for the past 6 months. But as I speak with you, Mr. Speaker, it is only 8 local government that has responded up to now. So I see this as a disrespect to the constituent authority. And by these notes, I, Honorable Oluwatoyin Japheth, I rise to second the motion.
Those in favor of that, you say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. I have it.
The Speaker therefore directed the Clerk of the House, Jayola Benjamin, to communicate all concerned authorities. Meanwhile, the heads of local government administration in the 18 council areas are expected to appear before the House on 16th of August 2024. Omoshiliola Adesoya Jayi, Osrc News.
The federal government says it has established an online feedback mechanism to enable Nigerians, especially people at the grassroots, to air their opinions and contribute to governance. Senior Special Assistant to President Bola Tinubu on Community Engagement, North Central, Mrs. Abiodun Eshet, said this during a town hall meeting with the people of Niger in Minna. The meeting was tagged Presidential Community Engagement and Feedback Gathering. The President's aide noted that the federal government is seeking citizens' participation because it cannot achieve growth and development alone. Eshet further said, in the last 40 months, the federal government had made significant strides in revamping the economy, improving infrastructure, youth empowerment, and regenerating the agriculture sector for increased food production. Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has accused the federal government of plot to frame up innocent citizens on trumped-up charges over the just concluded nationwide protests. NLC, in a communique at the end of its emergency National Executive Council NEC meeting, called on the government to jettison the plot and convene an inclusive stakeholders meeting to discuss the pressing issues confronting Nigeria. The NEC stated that the protest is not the first in Nigeria and will not be the last, urged the government to stop the blame game and instead engage in meaningful dialogue with all stakeholders to find lasting solutions, warning that peace without justice is transient and unsustainable. The Ministry of Health has directed that all travelers to Nigeria must fill out the declaration form to avoid the spread of infectious diseases. It was earlier discovered that a resurgence of monkeypox in Africa, 2 years after a global outbreak has surfaced, fears are rife that a new strain of mpox previously known as monkeypox in DR Congo and now also in several neighboring countries could further spread. In view of this, Nigeria Health Ministry mandated all travelers to Nigeria to fill health declaration form. The ministry said on its website that the form is an instituted measure to prevent the spread, monitor possible importation of infectious diseases, and aid the control of disease outbreaks, thereby protecting the health of all Nigerians. Governors of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) and other leaders of the party will on Tuesday converge in Abuja to discuss the way forward for effective political party administration in the country. The event, which has been organized by a frontline support group of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), the National Progressives Hub, will bring together serving and not serving governors, members of the National Assembly, to be led by the Deputy Senate President, Jubrin Barrow, cabinet members, APC leaders across the state, and major support groups. A statement by MPH National Coordinator Buki Okangwe said the symposium is organized to celebrate the 1 year of purposeful leadership of Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje and Senator Ajibola Basiru as the National Chairman and National Secretary of the governing party, and to brainstorm on the way forward. Members of the House of Representatives on resumption from their 8-week annual recess are expected to commence debate on the general principles of a bill seeking to devolve more powers to subnational governments and grant financial autonomy to local government councils in the country. The bill, sponsored by Ikenga Ugochinyere and 50 other lawmakers, seeks to amend the 1999 Constitution with a view to moving water for domestic, commercial, industrial, irrigation, power and other uses to the current legislative list to allow state governments to put to sustainable use waters within their state, make provision for state governments to access mines in their states, provide for the financial autonomy of local government councils by prescribing an independent consolidated local government council account for related matters. In line with legislative practice, after passing the bill through second reading, it will be referred to the Special Ad Hoc Committee on Constitution Review for further legislative action. The National Youth Service Corps has denied a social media report that Corps members' bank accounts are being upgraded to accommodate the 70,000 naira new national minimum wage. The Corps said no directive has been given by the relevant authority for it to start the payment of 70,000 naira wage to Corps members or to upgrade their accounts. According to a statement issued by the NYSC Director of Information and Public Relations, Eddie Megwa, the report is misleading and absolutely false. The NYSC therefore advised Corps members to desist from allowing mischief makers who are set to mislead Nigerians to continue to play on their intelligence. And that's Developing Stories. Many thanks for watching. Good morning.